Must run and not walk to Black Friday 4% off sale on Glitch Production Store. Need stuff. Yep, you heard right. Glitch had it up to 40% off store-wide sale on their web store. So I bet you're asking, why are you so late in posting a Black Friday sale from last year? Well, I was waiting until I got everything from my Black Friday order before I made this video, and one of those items was on pre-order and was just delivered earlier this month. Enjoy this review of my Black Friday merch haul. Rawr, am I Jax-maxing yet? Let's start off with the Jacksuit Pomni plush, which is $30 retail and was $25 on sale, a 17% savings. Look at the cute little bunny feet. Succumb to the cuteness, which is the Jacksuit Pomni plush. Wave hi to the people, Pomni. Hello. There's a definite difference in density between both hands, which you'll see why later. The ears are stuffed well, so they generally maintain this shape of always being pointed up. Double feature with Jax looking at you all the time. Now let's take a look at a little feature unique to this Pomni. If you look on the back of Pomni, there's a zipper. What's inside the zipper, you ask? Well, let's see. Unzip. Whatever it is really stuffed inside. Alright, let's take it out and oh my god, it's a concealed weapon! Yep, this Pomni is packing what looks like a revolver behind her. Now the question is, can she hold the revolver? Yes, she can. Remember the dense feeling earlier? It's because there's a magnet inside her glove on the right hand side. Pew pew, pew pew, pew 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 pew. So does that mean Pomni is right-handed? Yeah, I guess so, because she can't hold the gun on her left glove, which you can see just fell right now. Oh, let's try again. No, yeah, it just fell. Though you can put it in her right hand and then hold it together with the left hand for another pew pew type of action. Pew pew, pew pew. So in case you didn't know, the revolver is based on the revolver Pomni used in episode 6 of the Amazing Digital Circus. Pomni feels a little soft but quite stuffed at the same time, so more of the I can be hugged more than a few times type and still maintain my shape type of plush. So what can you really fit behind her? Well, besides the revolver, I guess not too much else because it's a really tiny space back there. It's not like some kind of black hole in the middle of her body or anything like that, but yeah, so if you want to try to put your keys or your cell phone, most likely not. The stitching is really well done. As you can see here, there's nothing loose. The stitching is, pretty tight. There's a nice border so you can see the difference between her and Jax over here. Overall, a very nice plush for any TADC fan. I like to keep the bubble on my plushies. What about you? The front of the overalls also has a pocket you could put stuff in. Not a whole lot as you can see, but maybe a tiny thing. Can we put it in the front so Pomni has an easier time to quickly grab it? Let's see. Alright, let's try to get it in there and yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's stuck in there in a bit, right? And look, oh, easy to pull out, yeah, for easy use and quick access. Pew pew, pew pew. Not quite like putting it in the back of your pants for a quick and easy grab, but it will do, as you can see here. Alright, okay, as you can see here, wait, hold on, okay, no, wait, yes, no, maybe, I don't know, well, okay, well, wow, yeah. Remember me, we have Pomni Kart plush next. Pomni Kart is $30 retail and was on sale for $29, an amazing 3% savings. Pomni's cart is based on the Little Tykes Cozy Coupe car which you might have seen growing up. Though I don't remember it having eyes like Pomni's does, so I looked it up to see the modern day version of it does have eyes. In case you don't remember, Pomni Kart is from the Glitch crossover game Glitch Karts, which featured Pomni, Uzi, Mel, and Princess Gwennavir, which you can still play on the Glitch Production web store. Pomni's doing some wild driving there and won't be surprised if she crashes soon. Whoa! Yep, there she goes. We'll let Pomni rest from the crash as we Caine car insurance inspectors check out the car. The big googly eyes remind me of Caine, don't you think? With the big bulbous blue and the big bulbous green right there. Looks like there's no bottom and no engine on this car, so it must run on conjuring thought. The steering wheel is a thick and rougher non-flimsy material. The outside of the car feels soft and plush with a rigid material inside to help keep its shape. So even if Pomni takes a bumpy ride, as long as you're not too rough with the car, it should be okay. Check it out, there's even a gas cap area. Alright, now that we're done being car inspectors, let's become Pomni inspectors. Okay, so honestly, I got this Pomni because of the face. I mean, look at her. She's like, super cute. I don't know, I can't explain it. The hair is plush and is designed in a way so it looks like she always has wind going through her hair while driving. Other than her face, she keeps the standard Pomni design as you can see. The stitching is done nice and tight as well, and well, it looks pretty good except for that little line, but it can't be helped in order to make it that shape. Pomni is quite stuffed, so even after a big crash, she will maintain her shape. Just super adorable. I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I just can't explain it. It's just super cute. Unfortunately, if you didn't buy this Pomni plush when she came out, it was a limited release and is currently not available on the Glitch web store. You can still find it secondhand, though the prices are a little bit more than retail. If you do buy this Pomni kart plush, I do hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Going vroom vroom with Pomni is quite enjoyable, and if you play glitch karts with Pomni with the plush next to you, it makes it 1,000 times more fun in my opinion. Yes, Bubble is always watching. Vroom vroom. Next is the big Pomni plush, which is $50 retail, $30 on sale during Black Friday, which makes it a 40% savings. Now you may have noticed I left big Pomni inside the plastic that she came in. There's something about this big flat face look which I really like, and I don't want to take her out of the plastic bag because once I do, it'll become a normal shaped Pomni. In fact, this flat Pomni kind of reminds me of a certain part in episode 8 if you know what I mean. So I can't give an exact review on this Pomni because, you know, I never unpacked her from this plastic. From what I can feel, she does feel quite soft. Feels more like the huggable type, which kind of, you know, squishes down when you hug them. This is the kind of plush where it feels like, you know, you take it to bed and then like you just hug it to sleep because it feels so comforting. Though my comfort is flat Pomni. I don't know what it is, maybe it's the big chin, but I just love how she looks in here. You also have the look of existential crisis, which you can always enjoy. Perhaps more so since she's stuck in the void that is the plastic bag. If you have this big Pomni plush, let me know how it feels like when she's out of the plastic bag. Or would you like to keep it in the plastic bag like I do? Let me know in the comments. Dressed in TADC fashion with the out-of-pocket t-shirt, which retails for $28, was on sale for $16, an amazing 43% in savings. I'm sure you can already see this is a very Caine approved shirt, with Caine being a huge graphic on the shirt. Caine is actually on the back, and on the front we have these three. You can consider this shirt Pomni colors as they have the red and blue sleeves to match her jester outfit, white to match her skin, and yellow trim to match her jester outfit as well. The shirt does feel quite soft to touch. For instructions on how to take care of the shirt is on the back of the glitch tag. So as you can see, you machine wash cold inside out, do not bleach, tumble dry low, do not iron on applique, and keep away from fire. I'm a little concerned about the fire part. I guess I should stay away from fire when I'm wearing this shirt. The front of the t-shirt has a pocket, which as you can see shows the rest of Ragatha's body. I wonder if my favorite face Pomni will fit inside this pocket. Well, let's try it out. Yeah, seems like she's being able to fit. Yep. Well, she can fit in the pocket, but can she stay in the pocket is the real question. As you can see, she is quite head heavy, so leans out quite a bit from the front of the pocket. Plus she's stretching out the pocket, which I don't really like, so I think I'll just take her out of the pocket, yeah. Next we have the Stargazing shirt, which is $28 retail, $22 on sale, which makes it a 21% savings. Gangle and Zooble and Kanger too. Ragatha, Jax, and there's Pomni, woohoo! I love the Stargazing shirt as it reminds me of the ending theme song and episode 5 whenever I see it. Unfortunately, even though I washed it on cold cycle, inside out, and low dry tumble, it looks like the graphic is peeling, which is unfortunate. Overall, I love the design though, and I happily wear it whenever I go out. If you have a favorite Digital Circus shirt, let me know which one you like to wear when you go out. Okay, just to confirm, let's take a look at how to take care of the shirt. So let's see here, the tag looks a little different, which is nice. Yep, pretty much the same. Machine wash coat inside out, do not bleach, tumble dry low, do not iron on print, and keep away from fire. A nice little reminder here that Caine is always watching you with its hundreds of eyes. This Amazing Made Jax t-shirt is $27 retail, was on sale for $22, which makes it a 19% savings. It's a very cute drawing of Maid Jax, don't you agree? In case you're wondering, yes, I do wear this in public and I love wearing it. Surrounding Jax is a Gloink, a Jax plushie, another Gloink, Key, and corn. I'm a little surprised about the corn, you know, because of Jax's fear of corn. I got the purple trim as I thought the purple one looked nicer. Again, let's take a look at the care instructions. So make sure you know, machine wash code inside out, do not bleach, tumble dry low, do not iron on print, and of course, watch out for fire. Next is a noisy keychain based on episode 5. Caine shaker, $12 retail, $9 on sale, a 25% savings. Big Tops vs Evil Big Tops, a softball game. To tell you the truth, I never actually took this keychain out of the box as I loved the design of the box and I didn't want to disturb it. It's such a great box design. I really love the whole baseball motif of it, with the whole ticket and then the bubble looking like a softball and everything. Look, another softball right there. Again, great design. But to truly review it, I guess I have to open it up. Alright, so the main focus point is of course Caine. Another example of Caine always having the characters in the palm of his hands. It's sealed inside a plastic clamshell type of design. On the top you have the Caine keychain shell, which we'll take a look at first. It's a partially see-through keychain like thick case. You can see how thick it is over here. The case feels pretty hard and, well, it could cause a little damage if you hit someone a little too hard with it. Next, we'll take a look at the little inserts that you can put inside the keychain. As you can see, it's a much thinner layer than the case as the inserts are going to go inside the case. On one side you have the Big Tops team, and then on the other side you have the Evil Big Tops team. Let me know which one are your favorite characters from both teams, even if you like. Lastly, let's take a look at the keychain. The keychain is a nice gold color, and what looks like a shape of a moon over here, and maybe the sun. I don't know. What do you think? Moon and sun from Digital Circus? What do you think? Speaking about the moon, what do you think about the moon's infatuation with Caine? Hello Caine, I love you. Yarg, let's get out of here before the moon gets frisky. To open the Caine case, you slide it over slowly. I mean, you could go faster, but I would be, a little afraid of breaking it. To close it, you just go back in reverse. Unfortunately, you can't put the thin Big Top pieces inside the Caine cases directly, which I would have loved to do so I didn't have to take them out, but it is what it is. The little pieces are stuck onto a piece of tape so you can easily push it up to get them out. So on each side you have a Big Tops and an Evil Big Tops member. So let's take a look. We have Pomni here, and then Evil Pomni. It was really interesting to see how Evil Pomni was able to pal around with Jax without issue. Alright, inside you go. And then next up we have Jax and Evil, sort of, Jax. Although, can we say which one is really the more evil one? Next we have Zubul on one side, and then my favorite of the Evil Big Tops, Bazubul. Bazubul was just so dorky, it was funny. We have Ragatha on this side, and then we have Evil Ragatha on the other side. Well, hello, Supagata. I hope you're ready to get completely annihilated. Oh, ha ha ha. One of my favorite lines from the episode. You have Kinger on one side and Coach Dictator on the other side. I wish we had a few more lines from Coach Dictator. Last but not least, we have Gangle on one side and Evil Ortsman on the other side. I wonder why Gangle didn't have an Evil Gangle counterpart. What do you think? Okay, let's slowly close it up and let them know who's really in charge. Caine's in charge. Let's shake it up. To attach the keychain, you open the clasp on the sun end and loop it through the hole on the top of the Caine case, then close the clasp. As you can see, it's not easy to open the case after you loop the keychain through it, but it can still slide slightly. So if you want to be extra safe with it, I suggest adding clear tape to the sides to keep it closed, so in the event you hit something or it drops, it's less likely the Caine case will open. It's a really nice keychain, especially for the price, and I like the sound it makes, but if you don't, you can stick clear tape over the pieces inside to prevent them from moving around. You don't have to keep them on the same team or even the same amount if you like. Customize it to however you like. Just remember, Caine is always watching. The last item to ship and only arrived recently as it was a pre-order, and why my Black Friday glitch merch review is so delayed is this Pomni Animegas. $65 retail, $55 on sale, which makes it a 15% savings. The Pomni box has a plastic box around it to protect it, which is really nice honestly. Box is a work of art itself. Let's unbox the box. Yep, the box is truly a work of art. After I'm done filming this video, I'm not sure if I want to leave the figure out of the box or I want to put it back in, but I'm leaning towards putting it back in for now. Probably display the box somewhere in the room, I guess. For you figure collectors, how do you like to display your figures? Alright, let's see how the condition is, as this is truly the first time I've ever opened it. For you figure collectors, I'm sure this sounds familiar. Pomni and Pomni's base is protected by a plastic clamshell. So I was a pretty big anime figure collector before, but the prices kinda went a little insane, so I stopped, and so this is my first figure in a long time. Just opening this clamshell feels nostalgic to me. So like I said earlier, there are two parts of this figure. One, the Pomni figure, and two, the base. The base is designed to look like the main area of the digital circus inside the tent. On the back we see Caine, always watching Caine. As you can see, the base is a 3-layer design, which is really nice. A figure of this quality usually goes for around at least double the price nowadays. So to get this Pomni figure while it was on sale was an amazing deal, and even if it weren't on sale, it would still be an amazing deal. If you're a TADC fan, I highly recommend getting this figure. There's lots of little details as you can see, from the eyelash to the pointed hair from running. The quality seems pretty good, and of course you do still have to be careful as these parts can break if it falls down. The separated colors on Pomni's jester hat are really well done, with just very minor bits of paint which are off but not noticeable unless you look really close. There's an excellent shine to Pomni's clothes as well, as you can see here. Not too shiny, but not too dull as well. I wonder if you could Sharpie a name onto the bottom of Pomni's foot here, like Andy did to Woody from Toy Story. Whose name would you put on Pomni's foot? Overall, an excellent paint job on Pomni. Even the rest of her outfit is really well done. Again, for the price you pay for this figure, it's an amazing figure. Overall, it captures this moment of running of Pomni really well, from her facial structure, joint areas, and the realistic look as if you were watching Pomni run in the digital circus on your screen. For those of you who also bought the Pomni Animegas, what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. If you were on the fence before about buying this Pomni figure, I do hope you will buy it too after watching this review. Okay, time to put the Pomni figure into the base. The top peg with the red shoe goes into the running cloud, and the bottom peg with the blue shoe goes into the base by the other end of the running cloud. You might need to put a little bit more pressure on the top peg like I do in order to insert it fully in. While it won't completely disappear into the cloud, it does a pretty close job. The blue shoe peg on the other hand does go really well into the base. Yep, Pomni feels pretty stuck into the base, and you don't have to worry about Pomni falling out unless I guess you shake her around upside down in order to get her out, which I don't advise you to do. Yep, this is truly a beautiful Amazing Digital Circus figure, and I hope they come out with more. Okay, time to bring out the Lazy Susan, which I had specifically bought for figures in mind. Why, you ask? It's so I can spin figures around for a 360 view without having to move the camera around. This will honestly be the first time I've used this Lazy Susan, so hopefully it works out. Yep, this is exactly what I had in mind when I bought it. A beautiful 360-degree turn so you can enjoy looking at the figure on the screen without my fingers getting in the way. I'm really happy it turned out the way it did. Now, enjoy the Pomni 360. The base did have a couple issues, like this scratch you can see on the black checker tile, and for some reason this little imprint, I'm not sure what it is. I can look it over though for the price I got this figure for. Did any of you who bought it get defects? Hey, it's me, Princess Gwennavir. I'm walking here. Honestly, that voice gag is one of my favorite from Glitch. The Gwennavir plush is $30 retail, $25 on sale, which makes it a 17% savings. This was my only non-digital circus purchase from the Black Friday sale. I loved watching the Knights of Gwennavir pilot and I can't wait to see more. Such squishy side buns. Gwennavir is like the other plushies where it feels soft to touch, but it has sort of a nice filled out feel so that it always maintains its shape. I feel like the Gwennavir plush was a little less quality though. As you can see where their stitching is done, it could have been done a little bit better. The hair and the crown are really well done though, which I like. Maybe it's because there's loose material which makes the quality a little bit more critical. Like this loose thread shouldn't be here. I'll cut it off after this review, but I just wanted to show you before I cut it off. I do like this detail though. Underneath the Gwennavir dress you can see the robot parts. There's joints over here as you can see, and there's like, you know, even screws on the side. The little bit of detail here and there really make the Gwennavir plush stand out in my opinion. So my biggest fault is, as you can see here, it looks like there's brown stitching where maybe the crown was stitched together and you can obviously see it, so it makes it a little less quality than I expected. I don't mind too much, but I mean when you're looking at it you can see it and it obviously stands out among the blue hair. Overall though, I really like the Gwennavir plush and I can't wait to see more of it. Say goodbye, Gwennavir. Hey, it's Princess Gwennavir here, waving to you. Hope to see you at Park Planet. Unless you find me ditched in the water somewhere, then we have a problem. Besides the Glitch Production store purchases, I also have a couple TADC merch in my collection I'll introduce you to. The Mighty Mega SquishMe Pomni. This Pomni retails for $25. As you can see, just like in the name, it is squishy. Pomni is made of a squishy material which you can squish all over her body. Now because Pomni comes out of a mold, well, the mold isn't exactly perfect. As you can see, a bunch of mold lines and, you know, parts of it where it got stuck on the production line. So the quality isn't the best. Well, it squishes really well, I'll admit to that, but the quality isn't the best as you will see here. If you already haven't noticed, the coloring job could have been much better. Unlike the Animegas, there's a lot of issues as you can see. It's like they just ripped this SquishMe out from the line while it was still hot and stuck to the mold. Then they do this not so great coloring job of it after it comes out of the mold. I do like that Pomni bounces right back up after you squeeze her, but I feel like if you do it enough times in the right areas, it might affect the coloring job even more. Yeah, the quality control on this wasn't the best. But squish, squish, squish. Squish, squishy, 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 squishy. As you can see here, just underneath Pomni's chin area, looks like there's some breaking already from the coloring and the mold underneath. This is my first time opening and holding the Pomni, so I can tell you this is how it came out of the factory. So as you can see here, I'll probably just squish it a little bit more, and then after this I'm never going to squish it again, just in case it might break or get more damage while I'm squishing it. I do enjoy the look of Existential Crisis and this sort of fetal position that Pomni is in for that, you know, episode 1 feel. Pomni's head bounces really well, but again, that'll probably lead to some more damage underneath the chin area. Pomni does roll really well though in that fetal position, which is kind of fun. Roll, 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 roll. Next is the vinyl figure Pomni, which retails for $13. The box is really well done as well, as you can see. The Amazing Digital Circus is a psychological dark comedy about cute cartoon characters who hate their lives and want to leave. The others from the collection. Its main feature is the jittery eyes. This is another figure which I basically left on my desk to get dusty, as you can see on the top here. Just like how below the Digital Circus are the abstracted characters, so is the bottom of the box, which is a neat little detail. If you open up the bottom of the box, there's even more abstracted eyes for you to look at, or for them to look at you, I guess. There's lots of detail on the box which I really enjoy. Like if you just open the top of the box, you can see right there, I'm 99% sure I'm 100% lost. If you open the top of the box, or should I say the digital circus tent, you'll find the top of the digital world is the sun and the moon. There's not much more detail inside the box besides, the tent look. So really, A+ job on the box design. I love all the little details that you can see here, and I hope to see more of it from products like this. You can extend the bottom flaps of the box too, so it gives it more of the below the circus lies the abstracted look. So let's take a look at the little vinyl figure, shall we? Yep, your eyes are immediately drawn to Pomni's jittery eyes, which is to be expected with it being the main feature. I sort of wish it was like googly eyes where you could shake the Pomni and then the look of existential crisis with the jittery eyes would constantly move around and around inside. The detail is really nice, so you can see here the lines are done really well for a good paint job. The eyeball has a really nice shine to it to give it more of that 3D effect. There's no really noticeable bad paint job on it, and the mold came out really well. You have to look really close, like you can see here on the arm, there's a little bit of could be better mold, and then back here, there's some bits sticking out, but overall, a really good paint job on it. It's a nice small figure too, and for $13, it's a pretty good price for such a detailed figure. This Pomni is quite small too, so it gives it that little, she looks so scared of you look when, you're this big person and you have this small Pomni in your hand. The figure also comes with a collectible Pomni card. This new sucker with a special attribute of being highly strung has a timidness, nervousness, and other words that mean the same level of 33. There's a nice sheen to the card as you can see here on both the front and the back. It's a really nice card which I'll likely put back inside the box with the vinyl figure. Being so small, I wonder if the Pomni vinyl will fit into small places like maybe the Jacksuit Pomni front pocket. Yeah, she actually fits pretty well inside, though I guess maybe she could fall out if, you're being a little bit too, violent or anything, but just shake it a little bit, and no, she just falls out with a little bit of pressure. Yeah, so nope. How about inside the pocket of the out-of-pocket t-shirt? Well, let's see. Looks like she fits, but if you let go, nope. Maybe if you use some double-sided tape, you could put the vinyl figure inside and then stick it to the back of the shirt. Maybe. So overall, for the Black Friday sale, I saved $67 as the subtotal came out to $233 versus $300, which is a 22% overall savings. The Glitch Production store does have discounts every now and then, but I say the Black Friday deal is a great way to save even more money, but you have to be patient and wary of the limited items which might not be in stock by the time the Black Friday sale comes around. Hope you enjoyed my review of the Glitch Production store merchandise. If you did, please like, comment what you would buy or have bought from the Glitch Production store, and subscribe for even more fun glitch content from me, especially you, the Amazing Digital Circus fans. Thank you. Don't forget, I'm walking over here.